Hi, I wanted to show you I've made a mistake, and I like to film my mistakes to help people out of their mistakes. And basically I've been making in the hoop bunting for my granddaughter, and I was talking to my son and just got sidetracked and tore it out of the hoop before I added the eyelets for the ribbon. And it was like, no. So I thought, what can I do? So what I've done is, obviously I've got them out of the hoop, they're all finished, so I've put some more tearaway stabiliser in the hoop, and I've stitched the outline of the shape of the bunting. And what I'm going to do is very carefully place them over the lines. Now, bearing in mind that the design's slightly bigger than the outline design that I've stitched because of the satin stitch edging, but I'm pretty sure that that's more or less how it needs to be. And then I just stick it down firmly, making sure that it's not going to move anywhere. I don't want to use temporary spray adhesive, because if I do that, then it's going to be tacky on the back when I've finished. And I'm going to be reusing this stabiliser. I don't need to lose the stabiliser, and you'll see what I mean when I've done it. So, using plenty of masking tape or painter's tape, whichever you like to call it, I stick them down, and then I will put the hoop back on the machine, and I will stitch just the eyelets. That's all I need to stitch. I don't need to stitch anything else. And I shall come back and show you why it's not wasting any stabiliser. I shall be back shortly. Okay, so I'm back again now, and I've stitched the eyelets, and on the reverse you'll just see the eyelets there as well. So I can now remove all the masking tape that I used. Like so. Sorry, I know it's quite boring to be watching this. So we're left with just the eyelets that are attached to the stabiliser. So I just carefully pull them away, with just the holes being created there. We've got the back of the design as it was, with no tearaway stabiliser attached. So that's all done, job saved. And I've just got some little holes created. I don't know if I was showing you then actually. But that's the eyelet holes, no tearaway stabiliser on the back. And we've got some tiny holes created. So I get my Elmer's glue, which is a purple glue that you can see. And all I do is I get some old pieces of tearaway stabiliser that I've saved from previous items that I've sewn. You know, like you can see that that's an excess there. I iron it flat again, so it makes it as good as new. And I just go round the edges. And just stick it over the holes. And if you're not sure about doing it that way, you can do it the opposite way of going round the holes themselves. And then sticking it down like that. And at the moment you can see the glue still through it, still showing as purple. And when it dries, for those that don't know this Elmer's school glue, when it dries clear. and that's when you know it has dried. And I do like to speed it up a little bit just by giving it a quick iron. Sometimes I leave it on for too long and it might send it a little bit brown in colour, but that doesn't matter. So that will just help up. You can see it literally disappearing as it's drying when I've ironed it. And this is good to go to use again for the new bunting that I'm going to make. So I just wanted to show you that there is quite often a way out of mistakes. So I am trying to document mistakes that I make as I go along. Kind of makes it worthwhile doing them then. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So I hope this helps some of you that have a similar issue where you're just not paying attention and just take it out the hoop without realising. And I shall see you again. Thanks. Bye.